What's up everyone, it's been a while since our last review, but we are back and today we're checking out 8 Eyes as review number 199. So this is a game I've heard of before, but by popping in to play it, I had never even touched this game, much less seen it. First thing right off the bat is I felt a little confused as to what I was doing, so I wouldn't exactly say it was fun. The game kinda looks like Castlevania, but it certainly doesn't control like it. But the music and graphical style of this game were pretty on point. So just from those two things alone, it kept me wanting to play this game. I found myself a bit charmed and intrigued as I continued to play in the 5 minutes I got to play it for. Even though I noticed fighting the enemies in some situations seemed a bit annoying, but the level design seemed fine. It really kind of just felt like a game I just have to kind of get used to play. As for the cover for this game, I think it's fun. I like the way it looks, and I feel like if I had seen this at a rental store or a store growing up, I probably would have wanted to check this out. But let's flip over the box and see what the description on the back of the game has to say. 8 Eyes, control man and bird in a fight for the 8 jewels of power. After hundreds of years of chaos, mankind has finally emerged from the ruins of the nuclear war. The world of the distant future has once again flourished under the guidance of the Great King, who harnessed the power of the 8 Eyes to rebuild the planet. These strange jewels of power were formed at the eyes, or center, of the 8 nuclear explosions which nearly destroyed the Earth. In the wrong hands, the 8 Eyes could cause untold destruction, and now, they are seized by the Great King's 8 dukes in a desperate bid to gain control of the world for themselves. They have banished the king to the nuclear wasteland, and already their squabbling threatens to plunge the world into war once again. The task of retrieving the 8 Eyes falls on you, Orin the Falconer, the bravest and mightiest of the king's guardsmen. With your fighting falcon Cuttress, you must penetrate each of the 8 dukes' castles. There you must face the duke's soldiers and battle strange nuclear mutants such as living skeletons, giant wasps, and mudmen. You must defeat the monstrous boss of each castle to retrieve the jewel of power he guards. Then, to complete your quest, return the 8 Eyes to the altar of peace to await the return of the Great King, so that he may finish rebuilding the Earth. Your reward will be the eternal gratitude of all mankind. Now, with the way this game looks and sounds, I definitely would not have thought this would have been like a post-nuclear adventure, but here we are. It's quite the description on the back. But overall, I think if I had this game as a kid, it would have annoyed me, but I would have also been intrigued to see what happens, which is kind of the same thing I feel as an adult. Overall, I give this game a 7 out of 10, and I think we'll put this one up for further review. Thanks for watching.